This is another video, and on this video, we're gonna be working on the Vsport kind of. Uh, so I had to buy some control arm covers for it, and that's because uh, I was leaving work one day, and somebody was riding behind me from work, and they called me and let me know like, hey, something's like under your tire. So I was like, oh no. Uh, I feel like probably like there was like a screw or something in my tire, and I was like, oh no, I don't feel like I just had like a tire plugged, right? And so uh, I pulled over and was looking in the car, didn't see anything, and then I was like, I seen like a cover hanging, and it was on the uh, passenger side uh, control arm. And then I looked over to the driver's side, and there was nothing there. So that one had fell off apparently at some point or another. And so the passenger side, it was just hanging there. And so there was a little bit of relief because I don't want anything to happen to the tires because they're super expensive. But so I got online looking for the actual part, and they're called control arm covers, and it protects the bushings and control arms for damage or premature wear. So I got to looking and I found them, and they were very cheap actually. They were like $6 a piece, but I couldn't find any local. So of course I had to get online, and the crazy thing about it was shipping was ridiculous. So the pair, left and right, was like $12 and some change, and maybe 13 because of taxes and whatnot. But shipping for the two was like 30 something dollars. So I ended up having to pay like 40 some odd dollars altogether just for two plastic covers, and the parts itself were only $6 and some change, and the package itself is like 2 pounds. So shipping's ridiculous. But anyway, I'll show you what's happening under the vehicle. I'm gonna go ahead and jack it up, and I'll show you what happened and what I did to at least like temporarily fix the one that was hanging. All right, so we're under the car, and so this is the cover that was hanging down, and one of the clips that were in it was still intact, and that was the only thing keeping it in place. And I believe it was right here. You see it's still hanging a little bit, but so there was just one clip hanging here, and it was this part here was hanging down. And so what the person at work was seeing was like it was hanging down, you know, like going this way. And luckily it was nothing serious. But right now what I have it attached with is some zip ties, one here and one on the other side. You can see it hanging down right here. And like I said, the other side didn't have one at all. So I just went and got two of them just because. So that one didn't have it at all. So I'm assuming I lost it long ago. But we are going to cut those zip ties off and take this cover off. And I'm also going to show you the replacement covers as well as the clips that I had to get. And I'll tell you the story on that. All right, so the story with the clips were I went to O'Reilly's looking for replacement clips, and they didn't have any. Didn't even know what the part number was for them. And so I just ended up going on the GM website whenever I found the covers, and they had like a diagram of like the parts that is a part of like that assembly, or at least that goes around it and whatnot. So I found a part number, called around. Well, the price on it actually was on the website was like $3 and something. And so I called around to some local dealerships, and they said they didn't have any. So I asked, does any other dealership around have it, like GM dealership? And there was like, yeah, one that's about an hour away from me had it. And they had 9 of them, and I needed 8 of them. So it's like, okay, perfect. So I asked him what the price of it was, and he said $8 a piece. $8 and some change a piece. So I'm like, dude, the price online is $3.90, I believe. And so I called this dealership, asked them about it. Yeah, they had 9 pieces. And so they so I asked them, could they hold it for me, or could I pay for it over the phone? They were like, no. And then I also just, I was just curious. I was like, is there any way that I could get this for the price that you guys have it online? And so they were like, are you military? I said, no. And then she was like, I can give it to you for $4 and some change. I was like, okay, that's perfect. I wasn't expecting the $3.90. Would have been great, but so it worked out for me. I ended up getting the clips, and I'll show you what the clips look like for it. All right, so this is the clip right here. That's the part number here, and it says 10. There's not. I think they used a few of them, or at least one of them, because they used one of them, or at least 2. But I have 8 in this bag. They just took out one of them, I guess, because they had 9 when I called. But that's the part number. The original part number is a different part number, so I assume that there was a problem with these clips before, and they revised the actual clip retainer. That's what it says right here, so it doesn't happen again. So this is what the retainers look like, and this is it right here. And they just go in the hose and the control arm cover into the frame of the car, and you just push up and it locks in place. All right, so let's move on to the covers, and this is what the covers look like. And it's kind of scarred up, but it's going to get scarred up under the car either way, so it doesn't matter. The part number is up here, and I don't know if this is the left or right. It says it's the right hand one, so that's that one, and this is the other one. That's the part number for it, and it is the left hand, and I'm pretty sure it's referring to the driver's side being the left hand one. But yeah, these covers were like $6 and some change. I think this is a fair price for a piece of plastic to cover. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get under the vehicle and cut the other one out and install the new ones. All right, back under. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this zip tie right here. And yes, I know I have metal snips or snips that's supposed to be for metal to cut this. They just work really good. Okay, so basically, basically how it was hanging was like this whenever the person from work saw it. And there's a leaf, which that's what those covers are supposed to prevent. Let's go around the other side and cut the other one off. All right, so the other one's right there. And I had to actually tie two of the zip ties on this one together so I could get some better leverage. And all right, so that's that. So we're gonna go ahead and get this out of the way and get a new one up. All right, back under here. And this is gonna be difficult to hold a camera while doing this, but I got the retainer, 2 retainers. And we're just gonna slide this up, and this is the right hand one. That actually holds up there for some reason. So we're gonna snake this clip in here and just push it up. That fell out. All right, let's try this one. All right, so you have to push it twice for it to lock in place. All right, and the other one, can't really see, is right here. It is right here. Right there. All right, that's up there, pretty sturdy. And let's go on the back side and do the same thing. I believe these were easier to do, because these are like readily available, it's accessible. So you push once, and then you push again. Now it's in there. And then there's the last one right there. Push once, and then twice. And now it's on. So like I said, that is the right hand one. And that works perfect. And let's go ahead and do the other one and go ahead and get that one out of the way. All right, we're on the other side. It looks like we got to flip this around and slide this under this cable here. That was in place. And let's do this one. This one doesn't look as hard as the other one as far as getting this one clip here in. Trying to push the pin now. It's not wanting to. All right, there we go. And so now got this one here. All right, that one's in. And we have the 2 on the back. All right, that one's in, sturdy. All right, perfect. All right, so that was very easy to do. Don't know if you guys had any issues with that, but those are the part numbers for it, and the two parts that I used to fix that. And just stepped on bubble wrap, scared me. Go ahead and end the video. So, thanks for watching. Hope I can help somebody. And I'll see you on the next one.